So, please welcome this week's special guest, Benji. So, Emily, what is Benji to you?
This is Benji. He's helping me to fulfil my recurring dream, which is to do the splits.
Jack, how do you know Benji?
This is Benji, and last year he hypnotised me and a friend so that we could watch the Harry Potter films as though we'd never seen them before.
And finally, David, your relationship with Benji?
This is my ice cream man, Benji.
Oh, it's not, is it, David? It really isn't.
This, as I say, this is my ice cream man, Benji, and he calls me Two-Flakes.
Go on.
Because he always gives me 2 flakes in my 99.
There we are. Lee, where do you want to start?
Well, I want to start with Emily, because I want to establish exactly what we're talking about. Are we talking about a reoccurring dream you have and you want to get rid of the dream, so he's helping you somehow with that dream, or it's a lifelong dream to do the splits?
It's a recurring dream, and he's helping me to get flexible in it. You need to be... Don't need for the
So
splits, you need to
it's
get
not to do with your mind, it's to do with your body. It's
No,
trying to help you achieve your goal of actually doing the splits.
Yes, that's right.
What angle have you got to so far?
What, right leg or left leg?
To produce an angle, you need both legs. Trust me, that's my chat-up line.
If it was the box splits,
Yeah.
Box split.
which is where you're da like facing forwards,
Yeah.
not at all.
No.
If it's that way,
Yeah.
left, not bad.
Right.
Okay.
That way could do better.
So your best one is what? Your right leg forward and your left leg back?
Left leg, I
Great,
think.
well, let's make it easy for you. Do that one.
No, I'm not very... I can't... No, the point is...
What? What is the point?
The point is, it's a recurring dream.
That's really weird. I have a recurring dream with you doing the splits in here as well.
I have a recurring dream that I'm a piece of cheese and a womble's chasing me. I don't wake up and then go up to the nearest man and go, I don't suppose you could dress as a womble, I'll dress as a piece of cheese and you chase me. You don't then try and do it.
Maybe you should.
There are different sorts of dreams, though, aren't there? There are dreams you want to come
You're
true.
not going to break into song again, are you, David?
So what's he teaching you to do then? Is it Pilates? Is it...
It's Pilates.
Oh.
Don't give a multiple choice.
Have you had enough now of Emily? Do you want to move on?
Never have enough of Emily.
All right.
David, can I ask you a very mundane question? How much does Benji charge you for a double flake 99?
He charges me £1.50.
How much to the regular customer is a double flake ice cream?
A double flake ice cream is not available to the regular customer.
What thoughts went through your mind when he... Presumably there was a time when he said, I'm not going to give you just one, I'm going to give you 2.
Basically, my thoughts were a mixture of pleasure and embarrassment. So, like in so many scenarios.
How often is Benji in your area? I mean, how many times a week does he service your street?
Benji's ice cream van is often parked in at a certain place.
Yeah.
Where is
I
this-
am
where is this
often
place?
Passing by Queen's Park in northwest London.
And why are you regularly passing Queen's Park in North West London?
Because I often walk that way from my flat to the BBC.
Who affected the introduction, David? I mean, who proffered the name Benji? I mean...
Well, Benji proffered his own name.
Did he? In what circumstances?
Benji recognised me in my capacity as someone who has been on television. And, yeah,
When were you on television?
Is it sad when summer's over? Do you know when it's the last time you and Benji will be
No, I think
together for another year?
I think, thankfully, it's never quite clear which time will be the last time. I think, in a weird way, we're both better off for not knowing.
Yeah.
So, just so to be clear, Benji offered you 2 flakes once because he's
Yes.
a big fan
Yeah.
of your estimable body of work. And that sentence wouldn't work without "of work" at the end, would it? and then gave you the name. You didn't say, oh, look at me, I'm David Two-Flakes. You didn't do that. He gave you the name.
No one knows, Rob, better than you how desperately keen I am to develop some sort of catchphrase. But in this scenario, it wasn't me, no.
So
and I think actually it wasn't the first time. I wasn't given the name Two-Flakes by Benji the first time.
Well, of course not. That would be madness.
It sort of developed probably the second or third
Fourth
time.
or fifth, sure. You'd need a pattern to have developed.
Some sort of pattern had developed.
Has he ever offered to put anything else on your cone?
No.
OK, let's move on to Jack.
Jack, remind us again of your connection.
Benji hypnotised me and a friend so that we could watch the Harry Potter films like we'd never seen them before.
So you've obviously seen what? You've seen them all?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a massive pothead.
Right. and you were so desperate to watch them again that you got... Well, I mean, what is obviously a professional hypnotist or a friend who can do it?
Well, basically, last year when Deathly Hallows Part 2 came out and it was the end, it was really sad. And I was going through quite a bad time. And I was also trying to give up smoking. And Benji was actually helping me doing that. And we were talking about that. And I said, what else have you done? You know, hypnotised other people to do other things? He said, yeah, well... He'd done it to someone that had watched Star Wars and then enjoyed that experience. I was like, that sounds amazing. Could you do that for me and some friends to watch?
I think after this show, people are going to want to use his services. When he's hypnotising you, what happens?
Well, he puts you into a sort of transient state.
Is he dressed as a wizard?
How does he get you into a transient state? What does he do?
Well, he talks to you, he relaxes you.
What does he say?
Well, I can't remember. I was in a transient
He's good,
state.
isn't he?
What's it going to be, Lee? Who do you think
I don't know. Listen, it's either Two-Flakes or Two-Legs. Definitely.
Not Harry Potter, then?
I don't know.
Draco Dorman Nunquam Titilandus. Yeah, oh, couple of potheads here. That is, of course, the Hogwarts school motto. Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Right.
I tell you what, that's a good memory, considering you've technically only seen it once.
Right, we need an answer. Lee's team, is Benji Emily's splits teacher, Jack's mind-wiping hypnotist, or David's flaky friend? What are you going to say?
Oh, this is tough, because they're all so not true. We're going to go for the most ridiculous answer. We're going to go for Jack.
You're going for Jack?
Yeah.
You're saying it's Jack? You're saying it's Jack, it's the hypnotist, it's the Harry Potter... Oh, OK. So, Benji...
Emily. Change it to Emily.
Change it to Emily.
It's Emily.
What are you saying? You're saying it's Emily, it's the splits.
Jack, we'll go for Jack. Will we go for Jack?
I tell you what, we'll just tell you. It doesn't matter.
What are you saying?
We'll go for Jack.
Jack, yeah.
You're saying Jack?
Jack.
OK, right. Benji, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Benji, and I've been helping Emily achieve her dream of doing the splits.
Wow. Wow. And the obvious next question is, would you be willing to give us a quick split?
Of course.
Whoa! Thank you very much, Benji.
Thank you.